Here we go. Welcome back to WLN. It's been a while. I did my first WLN of the season with Killa Josh, so we thought we'd reflect on our WLs and ends from the first week. My opinion has changed on a lot of stuff. What do you reckon? You feel the same?
I think for the most part, my opinion is pretty much the same. Probably a few differences, but I think it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, I've got some controversial takes coming up. I've got some things I never thought I would say coming up as well. It's gonna be bad. Guys, please check out Josh's channel. It's gonna be in the description. He's got some amazing series like Next Tape. He does some amazing gameplays. Gameplays are popping off as well.
Yeah, one of my recent ones, my Wilt Chamberlain one, did really good. I got almost 20 new subscribers just from that video alone. So it's inspiring to keep going because I was kind of in a low funk, but I feel like I'm getting back into my groove.
It's overdue, man. You're so entertaining. You're so entertaining, especially when you do things like gameplays. It's one of those things with you. As soon as it starts rolling,
appreciate that, man.
You're gonna take off, man. We're ready for it. All right, let's get into the first one. So the first one's Trial of Champions as the concept, right? We had those 6 amethysts.
Right. Those cards weren't bad. They're limited cards, that you use for limited. I remember they had XP and I did Anthony. Oh, remember that game? That kid was getting hold bad. You remember? Yeah. I was him.
You had that game with the other guy. You got the
algo. I had an and 56% cover. I was like, damn, this is bad. But those cards are pretty good for limited, though. I'm not gonna lie. So I think we're doing WLN on this, right?
Yeah.
I give this one. Yeah, I think this one's a W. I mean, because it's not like you need those cards to get better, but I think of it as how when you start at level 0, those cards they give you. Nobody wants to use those damn cards. I don't even think we use it for limited. So they usually give us free agents. So I think for in terms of that and that standard, I think it's a W. Overall.
Well, it's an L. It's such an L, bro. I'm not even gonna remember it happened. What was it? What was the? We used it for 2 weeks in limited to get Luka.
You remember? They were saying whoever had the most points, their teammate, that player's teammate, would get a dark matter, and we ended up getting a dark matter Jokic because everybody uses Damian Lillard. Yes, that's what it was for.
It was garbage. It was just, what was it? I mean, using them in limited, having to play 20 games with them just to get those XPs done. I mean, it was just soul destroyed. There was nothing. It's so 2K. It's such a 2K thing. It's a concept again. It's everything before it, right? Glitch reality. We had all of this stuff. Right. It could have been a really cool concept if they'd released them as amethysts and we could have evoed them and done all these crazy things and just had so much fun with it. But it was use them for a couple of weekends in limited and then never think about it again.
Yeah, I mean, if you put it like that, but it would have been nice to have evos. But I think the whole idea of I'm glad they kind of took evos out the game because it's we're going to talk about spotlights later. I don't even want to say the word spotlights.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
With the way grinding has been this year, the entire season, I think they decided to give us a little break with evos, which I kind of understand. Evos a little bit better last year. Even last year they were bugging, but I think that's why they make it evos. But I think they weren't horrible. And like you said, there's a lot of new people coming to the game throughout the season. I noticed that. So I think that's a good place for them to start, especially if they're new to the game. I think that's how they looked at it.
I mean, imagine that guy just picking up those 6 amethysts going, yes, I've got a 90 overall, and then he loads up against Bol and Yami.
Yeah, and then run into Comp Jazz during his 12-0.
Comp Jazz just lost the game. He's not as comp as he was this morning.
Comp Jazz is doing better than Killa Josh because I got a 50-something win percentage. So
I've got a better record than you and Jaquel, and I'm the only one who's got Drazen. Look at me. Look how times have changed.
In my defense, I do Nick's tape on that same account. So I do play some pretty unfair games. I do Nick's tape.
Yeah, you do.
And I flash pause.
Bro, I've had season 1 cards last week in the video.
That's how I lose. No, I actually lose because of my own. I flash pause too much, and then they take the win. I try to talk to him into not leaving the game. I'm like, yeah, you needed the win. Yeah, this is the only way you're gonna win. And it worked on some dude yesterday, so try to manipulate them.
If we restart the podcast, I'm going to be the Jaquel character now. I'm just going to say that 3 words the whole podcast would just sound like a sweat.
It's not going to be a podcast anymore. It's just going to be, we're all going to sit there what do we say?
Yeah, okay. All right. So I gave that an L, you gave it a W, right? Let's do Luka. Which we both said was a massive W when he dropped.
I still think it's a massive W. I just feel like they nerfed him. I got the card late. They nerfed this.
They did, yeah.
Luka, man, look, I love you. I don't know what the hell you was doing last night, but today I need you to lace him up today. All right, we need you showing up tonight. Imagine missing a wide open shot with Luka.
He literally sold me in the game I lost today. Literally just him. The whole team played brilliantly. He sold me.
Just missing getting full bars all time. Like
it's like he's got steady on steroids.
It's like what the hell? Like he has invincible steady. That's what you call it. Invincible steady.
Literally, like
Luka has.
It's just weird because when the card came out, I was greening consistently. And like there are explanations for this, right? Like people say, because I've been using like AK and Hedo mainly. Like I've just got used to base 98, so I can't green with him anymore. People give me all these explanations, but I could green with Anton, who had the same jump shot, and I could green with LeBron, who's got the same jump shot. With Luka, no.
But I know some people do say like height does kind of change it, which it might be true because I feel like when I shoot with LeBron, it's a little faster than Luka for some reason. I don't know if it's. I feel like it's a little bit faster. Like Luka, I feel like it's a little slower, even though it's very quick. So that's the weird thing for me. I'm just like I don't know what's going on. I made a clip the other day. Like I called Luka the most invincible card.
Yeah, that's a great description.
The most invincible card right now. Like oh my gosh, like this guy, man.
I mean, I've got a couple of videos dropping later this week, right? So I did it last year, but I did like this unlimited guide, like how to go 12-0. That's 3-part series. I'm going to do it again, but you'll literally see a video where like almost back to back, you'll see me hit a like fader with LeBron greening from like limitless range, and then Luka standing in the corner just bricking a wide open three.
Man,
like it's just mad.
It's a lot of full bars. I feel like he's a lot of like the animation where it's like it looks like he's greening or like he's holding his hand out. I'm like, you better make misses. I'm like, bro, Luka, like just give me the green, bro.
I've never seen I've never seen a player celebrate so many misses in game.
I'm just like, bro, what are you celebrating? Like, what are you celebrating right now, bro? You missed. Get back on defense. And he has the audacity to be the last one back on defense. Like, get back on defense. You missed the shot.
He's also like horribly undersized in the game, man. He's got a 6'10" wingspan that just can't compete.
With arms like this. With arms like this. Arms like this. It's just
defensively, he's non-existent. He'll get a bump now and then. That's it. Otherwise, it's like he's not there.
You got to hide him. I'm not gonna lie. You got to hide him.
Yeah, I'd rather hide him by taking about my team. To be honest, it's an N for me now. It's an N. It's not a W anymore.
Yeah,
he's the worst player on my team.
It's still a W.
It's still a W for you.
Yeah, it's a W.
Yeah, I mean, there's like 10 cards like now that I wish kind of had been that reward. Like I would have taken Hedo over him as a level 40.
Who would I have liked? I would have liked that LeBron. USA LeBron.
Yeah.
I like that card. What? I'd have took him as a level 40 reward card.
Yeah. I mean, I'm running Luka at the 2 now and LeBron at the 3. I need to move LeBron to the 2 and get a new 3. That's what I need to do.
I wish 2K would make LeBron shorter so he can curry slide because they changed everybody's height. Literally last year, he was 6'8" up until the end of the year.
I remember, yeah.
Now he's 6'9". Make LeBron 6'8" so we can get a curry slide in LeBron on current gen. We have a 6'9" Paul George that can curry slide. Give us a 6'8" LeBron that can curry slide, please.
Look at LeBron having growth spurts at 36 years old.
Yeah, man. Like, come on now.
All right, let's move on. The Van Arsdale twins. Richard and Tom.
Tom?
Richard,
I didn't
yeah.
use either one.
We're monetized now, so it's Richard. Last time we did this, we weren't monetized. So you could get away with saying his real name. Now it's got to be Richard.
Richard. Rich, man. Rich.
Yeah, Rich and Tom. What do you think?
I didn't use any of those cards, so like I played against them. They seem to be pretty good, but they still like they can't play the one. So I think I gave them a W last time because they got good releases. I mean, like I said, if you know how to use them, I'll give it an N though, because like if you got a good, because there's people you can play against who have like a big lineup and they throw them in there at the guard and they can actually like give you a very hard time with them. So I still think an N. So not everybody can use them.
I think it's still a W for me. I didn't get either of them either. I didn't try to get either of them, to be fair, but I think they're just fun cards. They have a purpose, right? Which is basically TTO, and if you play Park going into Unlimited, that's it.
Right.
They serve those two purposes, but they serve those two purposes well.
It's comfortable for people coming from Park or like just it's a nice free reward card. And like you said, TTO, and the important thing about TTO this season was they was putting they put a couple Invincible players up there on TTO.
Yeah.
There's a couple. I don't know if anybody got them, but
what were the ones they put in? They put in KD, right?
Giannis, KD, Dwayne Wade. I think we got Shaq at one point.
T-Mac was in at one point. I think Invincible T-Mac was in there. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think for those two modes, it has to be a W for this season. I know someone who pulled Well, didn't pull, but he got Giannis off the boards last week. That's massive.
I hope they quick sell him by accident because I didn't get Giannis at all.
I mean,
they quick sold them by accident.
600K, like right there. I mean, I bought Giannis when that weekend was happening because his price just went off a cliff.
Remember, Caleb pulled Michael Porter Jr. after already locking in Invincible Bobo. That is like come up of the day. Michael Porter Jr. is like a 1 million on current gen right now. I checked.
He's down to 500K now because of super packs.
Oh, but he yesterday I seen he was like 1.1. I was like,
yeah, I saw it 1.4 the other day is where he was at.
I was like, damn, like
yeah. But they're being pulled like crazy. There's one on the auction house every 10 seconds. The whole auction house is flooded. It's driven the price up right down. If you want to get Bol, by the way, guys, go get Bol now. It's probably the best chance you can have. Moses Malone. Limited
I
reward.
love Moses. Chicken, man. Love him. I think he's a W still. So
Me too.
He's a W.
He is a W. He is a W.
Such a W.
He's playing power forward off my bench. That's only because I got Giannis. Otherwise, he'd be starting. Yeah, I'll be happy with that.
For me, so good.
Do you like his jumper?
His jump shot is I can't. I don't know if it's me. I'm not really a good shooter. I can't green with his jump shot. But it goes in a lot because his stats they were. I mean, I know he's invincible, but damn, he's like damn near 99 everything. He might as well be a GOAT card. Like literally, that card is so good.
I really like his jump shot.
Oh, you could green. I can't green with it. I
really like it. I don't know why.
Struggle.
I always say this, like, because it's not a jump shot I'm familiar with, so it's going to remind me of something else.
It's Clyde. I think it's Clyde. I think when we first, I think we were saying it was Clyde, the open one. Remember the heroes? I think that's a jump shot, but it's on very quick.
I always say, like, when I use a new jump shot, I try to compare it to another one, like for timing wise, right? Like when I had that Ben Wallace, I thought of it as Ray Allen because the release is very similar, but it's just a bit slower. So you can watch the animation. With Moses, it's Ben. That's what I'm thinking of. It reminds me of Ben Simmons' release.
Ben Simmons, it's like a little hitch in it. Yeah, it's a little hitch in it. Yeah, definitely.
But it's green. If you get it down, it's just green all day. Yeah. He's elite. Yeah, that's a W. All right, Drazen Petrovic.
Who? Like what? Who is that?
I'm about to blow your mind, Josh. Go on, what are you giving him?
I know you're gonna give him. You're probably gonna give him a W. You're probably gonna give him a W. Me, I didn't get the card yet. I'm on the road. It might change in a few days, but right now, I'm giving him an L.
Yeah, I gave him an L at the start of the season. Why do you think I'm gonna give him a W?
I mean, because you went 12-0 by yourself. I think. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Makes sense.
Seeing that, like, rubbish card just pop up on my screen was my happiest moment in 12 months playing this game.
Your badge of honor is back. The badge of honor is back.
I mean, I did 12-0 every month from April last year. I got Iggy, which was actually the first time I tried. Mm-hmm. And then me and Jaquel started account sharing, so he was just going 12-0. I wasn't really playing unlimited. But it really was a question. Like when I stopped grinding, because I was like, I want to stop grinding. I'm going to play unlimited.
Right.
If I'm bad at unlimited, I think I just need to quit. Like that's my career done. Because what am I going to talk about? Literally nothing, right? And then
it's nothing to talk about.
When I did it, I was like, okay, I still got it. I still got some moves.
I don't think it ever left. I just think you had more time to focus on it now.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, this is like a whole video, but staying online is a big deal. Like staying online has been a really big deal for me, like winning more games. Like stopping grinding, switching offline, online. Like our servers are so bad. Like if you just get online and stay online in the EU server, you just have a much better time of things because you just lock into that timing. But yeah, it's got to be a W. The card is an L, but it's a W because I got him.
I was like, okay, yeah, the concept, okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I got him.
But you know what? I do agree with you because like I've been having, and it's like I say I hate sweating, but the most fun I had recently was sweating on unlimited, which is actually ironic. Well, I don't sit there and try my balls off unless the dude is doing it. Like I'll sit there, I'll play, I'll try to win, but it's actually the most fun I had. You know, it brings back engagement, and it's just like it's nice to know like I'm winning some games. It's like you feel good. So
to take you back to 2K20 when you did that.
2K20 was a dark place for me. Don't even. I couldn't even go 12 and 2K20. I couldn't even get them. 2K20 was a very dark place for me. Last year, around this time last year, I just went 12 and 0 for the first time. Around this time last year.
Who was that? Beasley.
Yeah, Beasley. Yep. Yeah. For the first time.
I remember Beasley was one of the hardest ones for me to get.
Really?
Yeah, it took me like 30 attempts. I got him really late in the month.
I got him in like the middle of the month, but it took me like my first, like that day. I just woke up. I'm like, oh, okay, 2-0. I'm like 3-0. I'm like, okay, 4-0. Let's keep going. 5-0.
That's amazing. That's what was happening to me this season.
And it's like I got to the 11th game. I mean, the 12th game, and I was like, the dude was bad. I said, oh yeah, we got Beasley secured, and I did it. It was cool. It was cool.
It was crazy because I was literally like playing 6 games like a day, like when I had time, right? So I was like, I'll just load up, play 6 games. I was like, if they're like proper sweaty games, I'll play 3. If they're easy, I'll play 9. So I had like a really clear strategy. Right. I loaded up that day and I was like, I was on 9-0 in like 40 minutes. It was just rage quit after rage quit. And I was like,
40 minutes, that's fast. Because like if those games go to distance, just getting to 6 games is like almost a 2-hour run. Like, it was
just quit after quit. I think I played the same guy like 3 times. It was just, he must have been like putting his head through his monitor. I was like, there's 3 more. I just got to finish it. And then they were like 3 like sweaty games.
That's the worst. Like that happened to me last year. Like I just finished sweating against this dude and I just won by the skin of my teeth. I load up again. I match up to the same dude. I'm like, please. I'm like, just quit. I'm like, look, I don't want to do this again. And of course, the game goes the distance, and I just went by the skin of my teeth again. I was like, I got to get off the game because if I run into him again, he's gonna beat me. I was like,
it happened to me at the start of this season. Like, I finished the season like 85-15 or something, right? That's my record. But I was 5-3 at the start of the season, and I lost 2 out of those 3 games to the same guy, who just annihilated me. He obviously was like, I'm getting Drazen in 5 minutes, and I was just sacrificed on the way.
The sacrificial lamb, Jazz.
Cool. All right. What about Invincible Blake? So kind of additional, what they call it, beyond level 40 is what it was.
Yeah, beyond level 40. I think it's a W being that they went obviously and gave us another level 40 reward card in a sense. I think that's a W. The card, he's actually not a bad card. You can run him at either the 1 or the 4, and he'll still, be able to get it done for you. So he's a W card, in my opinion.
He's a great card.
Yeah.
He's probably the most underrated card in the game right now.
I like Moses more, like, and I wouldn't go for him right now because it's too much. It's not enough time left. And it's like, I don't need him on my team. I could use him on Jaraz's account. I said I don't need him on my team. And I could go get him on Jaraz's account.
Right.
Like, and use him. But it was fun to do. Like when
he's point guard eligible, you know that, right?
Yeah, I used him. Like when I did a gameplay, I used him at the 1. I was gonna do him at the 4. I was like, nah, I'm using him at the 1. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good card.
I mean, he's on a level with Giannis and Ben. He's got the height. He's got a nice jump shot.
What's his wingspan like?
I have no idea. I ran into him once, and he was tough.
Oh, he was tough?
Yeah, he was tough to play against. Yeah. I'm giving it an N because I think I don't like the way they did it. The whole thing where you had to use like 13 rewind cards and they were like 500k to pick them all up. I think it's just another good idea that they botched. Classic.
I don't like how they had not 3 groups but 7. I'm like, come on, like at least do 3. It could have been like 3 or like maybe 5 the most, but 7. I'm like, come on, let's just give us Blake. Like, come on.
I was like, I'd done a bit of the first one. Like some of it I just done naturally because I was like using Luka and stuff. Then they dropped the second one and I saw the rewind thing and I just stopped. I think I've done like two layers of like 1 level. I was like,
I'm like 4 out of 7 on part 1. I'm not going for Blake. I'm like, whatever. Like, I'm not messing out.
Yeah, he went to my team. All right. Invincible Tacko. What did you give Blake?
Blake, I gave him a W. I gave him a W.
You did. Okay. Yeah.
Tacko for oh my god, bro. Just what it takes to get the card. Like I remember the first day I was very excited about the concept. And then I seen some of these challenges. And I'm like, okay. I tried 3 different challenges. I almost punched my freaking monitor. I punched my microphone once. I almost punched my monitor. So I'm not going for this. If anybody knows pain, going for that James Wiseman was probably one of the most infuriating in that. Wow. Tacko is a good card. He's a W. Don't get me wrong. But what it takes to get him, he's not worth it. He's not worth your mental sanity. And then for us to get Yao, like what, a week or 2 later? Imagine me getting Tacko.
Yeah, that's tough. It's weird, right? I don't really know how to process this because I did that Wiseman challenge, right? And I don't grind the game. And I'm like really serious about not grinding the game. But I was like, Wiseman, I'll get, right? It looked pretty easy. Everyone was saying it's like impossible on current gen. So I loaded up and I'm 20-2. Like I'm literally 1 bucket away. And then they scored and I won 23-4. So I missed it by 1. I loaded up again, like they scored 4 points immediately. And I was like, I'm out. See you later. But then I went and got Terry, who I'm using, Eddie Curry's good. Mikal's a card that I wanted. So I would have just picked up like cards that I like that were easy to get. Like, look, all the ones I did, I think, were easy. And fun. Like there was some fun in it, I think. Like the ones I did, obviously if you're trying to do the Invincible versus Gold challenge or whatever, there's nothing fun about that.
That is not happening. Like that's just simply not happening. I'm not doing it. I'm not even gonna look at that challenge. And with the what challenge was it that I was the James Wiseman one, even though I was getting angry doing the challenges, I kind of was having fun in a sense because it's like I know it's doable, but it's like I'm not able to do it, but I know I can do it because like it's definitely been done before and on that difficulty. So it's just like I don't know. It's like it's kind of I give it an N because it's like the challenges are hard, but it's like everybody is so competitive. It's like you want to keep going, even though it's stressing you out.
Yeah,
and you're getting
it broke
angry.
some people for sure.
It like you want to keep going. Like that's definitely, you know what they're doing. 2K knows what they're doing.
I'm giving it a W. I will tell you why. As someone who didn't even do it, I tried to be objective about this because I know not everyone's like me, right? I made specific choices to play the game a certain way because of things that, you know, that are more important, basically. But the one thing I've said consistently, and one of the reasons I went for unlimited this season, is 2K20. I always felt like there was a sense of achievement in the game. That when you did something, you felt good about it. And I watched you get Wiseman, and you suffered through it, and then you got him, and then you were hyped, right?
Hell yeah!
There was a real sense of achievement about completing these challenges, and I think even if you did one, like even some of the easier ones I did, like I still felt I was like, okay, cool, I've done that. Because like you go on Twitter and you're like, you see other people struggling with it, and you're like, okay, that's cool, that's something good that I did. I think with all the other stuff like limited, like level 40, I haven't felt that sense of achievement. It just feels like I'm ticking boxes until I get the card. Like none of it's difficult. I like the fact that it was difficult.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, like you know, like I said, like you know, just it's like people, you know, there's a lot of people think the way you know I do. The sense of achievement, like you said, it's like that's why I kept going. Like not, you know how I knew like I was kind of enjoying it. I didn't only get it for me. I got it for Gerard. Like I went on his account, and what made it even better is like there's a tournament about to start in like 20-30 minutes, and I'm like, all right. I'm racing against the clock. I know I could beat this. And I took like 3-4 attempts and I finally got him. And I was like, woo! And we just got him just in time right before the game started. So yeah, like you said, the sense of achievement was a good feeling. But I still give it an N because wow.
You know the other thing, man, like we can probably talk about this with any card that we've got coming up. Like the idea of Tacko being like crazy OP also just doesn't wash with me.
What do you mean?
I think there's right now everyone's got a good squad. Right?
Tacko's literally unguardable.
You say that, but I've guarded him and Bol and Yao Ming several times this week.
All right, no. On limited, right? I'm talking about like because I never played anybody on limited. I played on half and like dudes who play the damn game.
Yeah, you're talking about comp, right? That's literally the point. That's the point I was going to make. That's what I was going to make. There's like 60 people in the world, mate, that play comp. To everyone else, it's irrelevant. Eh?
Oh, you see me like in general who play comp?
Yeah.
That's the only people I see using him. Like I don't like unlimited. I haven't seen Tacko yet. And if I did, like I have no answer for him. I have no answer. Like I literally don't. Like I would send doubles, but it depends. Like if I'm playing somebody who doesn't play the game or like know how to like really move a Tacko, of course I'm gonna be able to stop him. But the dudes I play, it's like
the thing is, Josh, like we've got to this like mad weird place with 2K where everyone thinks like a comp player, but like less than 0.1% of us actually are. I fall into this sometimes, right? I'm like, and this is what happened last year. I was like, I have to have the best card. But actually, mate, it literally makes no difference to the average person playing this game. Even if you're going 12-0 unlimited, you can do it with any half-decent squad right now. There's two things that decide an unlimited game: skill gap and algo. That's it.
But Tacko, I'm really on the verge of thinking about buying and getting some extra change, you know what I'm saying, to my some funds into my MyTeam account, and you know getting Yao Ming just for Tacko. But like you said, like
if you're playing comp, it makes sense.
No, just for the sense of achievement, like I kind of correlate that with comp. Like even if I don't win the whole tournament, if I beat somebody in a competitive setting, I like the feeling. And I was always wondering like, why do I like playing competitive so much, but I complain all the time? It's like you said, it goes back sense of achievement. Like knowing I beat somebody who plays this and who's competitive, and I'm competitive too. Having just beating them or just even giving somebody a good game, it's a sense of achievement. So it's like, yeah, definitely. I might get Yao Ming. Definitely might get Yao Ming. But I use Sabonis. People sleep on Sabonis. I use Sabonis to kind of counter.
Arvidas from the Spotlights.
Yeah.
He's solid, man.
Big body, man. You throw some speed shoes on him, get some Mike D'Antoni, you good.
Yeah, there's some players. Like I used that Mark Gasol in like a gameplay video the other day. His player build is ridiculous.
What about his shot? How's his shot?
It's all right. I mean, I used him because I needed to put someone on the end of the bench, but like his player build was ridiculous. Like he was a real problem defensively.
It's like 7-1, right? 7-1, 7-2.
That's what I'm saying. There's so many cards. Like skill gap just matters now. Like it just matters. And like I said, if skill gap ain't going to decide the game, 2K is. I just don't think the cards are going to decide the game.
Right.
Anymore. I think we're way beyond that. Because like I said, someone could load up, play 10 spotlights and have a competitive team.
Look competitive, but they're not competitive themselves. Like that's how I don't when I see squads, but when I see like trash kind of, well, not trash cards, like kind of like budget cards, that's when I really like I'll sit up. Because I know like this
I
dude,
literally thought that.
you gotta sit up. You're like, all right, this dude, he knows what he's doing. This is not a regular squad. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, like
the thing is, mate, it's literal though. Like you think about like cards like, we're gonna get onto these cards, but Bol, Tacko, Bill Russell, they're not competitive people that are getting these cards. They're offline grinders that are getting these cards, right? And obviously some competitive people do as well. But odds are you're just about to play a guy who spends most of his time playing offline. That's the truth. So when I see Bol, like I said, Bill Russell, I get hyped, man. I'm like, this is an easy win. Occasionally you'll run into someone who knows how to use them, and then it's a bit of a reality check.
I always use like their guards to know. I always use their guard. I feel like a guard, this type of guard somebody runs kind of tells the story, like who you about to play. Yeah. Like somebody at this point, they're using an undersized guard, like a Dwayne Wade. Protect that 3, man, because he is hunting. That man is hunting. But if I see like a Ben Simmons and then like you don't see like crazy dark matters, but people who can shoot, he's gonna 5 out and burst the entire game. So
I played a guy the other day who had 10 Invincibles and he started Invincible Steph. I wanted to put my head through a wall. Like literally, I was like, "Why?" He was terrible.
He was bad.
He was terrible.
You can't be out here running Steph, and then you better be out. He wasn't 300. What was he trying to do?
His squad was about. I mean, like he was clearly he had all the lock-ins. He had Bol, everything. Like I think he was. I put a post up on Twitter, right? I was like, "Is this like someone who's had instant pack addiction?" Because he played like he's been playing the game for a week, but he had a squad that cost. Like if you were to buy that squad, like literally ripping packs, $10,000.
Whoa, come on, what is he doing? Yeah, people like that. I mean, but that's how 2K makes their money. Like,
it's just mad,
like that right there.
And like people you know so little about the game that you loaded up with Steph as your point guard.
Pay to win. A lot of people say throw that out there, like pay to win. Like no money spent, players been getting, but no money spent. Players been getting blessed a lot though. That's one thing I will say.
Yeah,
I might have to get into grind mode next year though. But I'll see like how this whole tournament. I really feel like 250 is gonna be on.
You know how, mate, we've gone fully off this concept, but I love it. Let's just stick with it. You know how Jaquel was like the sweat, and then I was like grinding.
Yeah,
I'm going to be the Jaquel next year. I need to find someone to grind for me, and then I'll just go on unlimited and try and get the reward.
Me and Gerard, like we doing that right now. Shout out to Gerard, matter of fact, yo. Shout out to my boy Gerard, man. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's the reason I can even make gameplay videos. But Gerard, me and him are gonna do that. Like I'm gonna obviously, play in tournaments and stuff. I'm gonna try to use his account. But if like qualifiers, I know I'm gonna have to use my own account because they check to see that you're on your own account. I'm gonna have to get into a mindset where I need to grind. Like I'm gonna have to really grind because I'm not gonna do that to him. Like, yo, grind my account and also grind your account. I'm not gonna do that to him this year. I'll try to use it for tournaments, but I'm gonna definitely get into the mindset where I gotta grind. So that's why I took a break like these last few seasons, just like so I could build up the tolerance to want to grind the game again. Because this year,
I mean, there's a whole other video, but I'm like, domination is a huge W. I got a video dropping tonight about domination and why it's the biggest thing that no one's talking about. You know why?
We get one next season, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you know why it's the biggest deal of anything that's happening in season 9?
No, I'm not sure why.
Everyone spends all their time building a squad, an end game squad, right?
Mm-hmm.
5% of people, idiots like me, playing unlimited, right? Suffering through it. 95% of people are building a squad for no reason, bro. Domination just gave them a reason. It's the only opportunity. Only two modes where you can use your main squad are unlimited and domination. That's it.
Oh, right. Yeah. So the people who've been building this squad all year, now they got something to play.
Yeah.
But Gerard don't even play like domination. He just grinds the game, get the cards he want.
Yeah, he's hardcore with it.
He gets what he wants. Like, if I want this card, I'm gonna get them. That's it. Simple as that.
You know what's amazing about Gerard? Like, he spends all his time either working or grinding the game. Yeah. But he's always there for us, like all the time. Always.
Like, even he comes into streams like he's like, hey, I'm at work, just stopping by for a little bit. I just talk to Gerard a little bit. We talk about the game, blah blah blah. He's like, all right, I'm heading back to work. I'm like, all right, Gerard, you have it going. He's such a great guy, man.
Our corner of the community is goated. Our little corner of the community, what we created with our team. Like I said, the whole concept's gone out of the video. The whole concept's gone. But the corner of the community that we found with our team is like so far and away the best thing about that podcast ever existed. It's just amazing.
It's like they're like the supporting cast, and it's like I don't want to say we're above them, but like they hope they kind of lift us up whenever we're there. Because like there was times we didn't want to make content, we wasn't making content, and then they would still come by, check in on us, or like we do a little stream once in a blue moon after we've been going for a while. They're like, hey, when you coming back, or they just push it. It's just great people, man. All right. Shout out to Tim as well. Tim's been on my back about me uploading. Tim, I got you.
Man, if we start name dropping people, we could go for ages, man. Aiden, the Charles, like
videos,
limitless.
Nate, like, yeah, man. It's I even met some new people recently. Like, just shout out to everybody, man. Really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Really do appreciate you, man.
On that note, please like and subscribe if you haven't. Anyway, let's move on. All right, the free cards, daily logins: Trae Young, Thompson, Hayes, Mitch Richmond.
It's a W concept. Like it's a free dark matter. You just turn on your system. You press X, you could get off. Free card. It's a W. There's no way somebody can say it's a L. Like me personally, I don't think it could be a L. It's a W. It's a free dark matter. Free dark matter.
Try me. All right. So this is the thing, right? It's about perception. Okay. So if you're new to the game, that is a massive W, right? You just picked up 4 dark matters just for turning the console on. If you're someone like me, it has literally no effect on my life. Like, none of these cards are getting used. I did use Mitch Richmond in like a fun gameplay video, and I actually really liked him. He's a very usable card. He's good. I'll give it an N because I think that's where it is.
It's neutral. I could, for me, I think it's a W, but it could be either N or a W. Yeah, I don't think it could be an L though, because it's like, free dark matter. And like there's people who don't even, you may not add them to your squad, or like you play with cards, or you just like to have, you just want the collection. People like to collect cards. That's what this game is basically based off of. So it's a W, man. It's a W.
Fair. All right. Token market badges were back.
W. I always like that idea. It's W. And like, if people don't realize it, you make tokens pretty fast in this game. Just playing some TTO online, tokens stack up really quick.
You think so? When they changed the boards though, man, when they took the spinners off, it just felt like a chore, man, trying to get like 10 tokens.
Well, you know what? Well, the spinners made it easier. I still think it's pretty easy because like I was trying to get to 250 tokens one day. I'm at like 190 something. I had like, because I have a lot of Knicks cards. So I was like, oh, let me just lock in the Knicks set, locked in extra 25. And I played for like an hour TTO, and I got well over the amount of tokens I needed to get the half range and steady shooter.
I picked them all up. I had enough tokens to do it. And there's also nothing else to do with your tokens. So I think badges at this point are probably better than anything. This is probably a next season conversation. I need to open up that token market. You remember last year when they put like James Wiseman in there, all of that stuff? Like you had a guaranteed Galaxy Opal?
The player packs. Yeah, like similar to like the glitch thing. Like the whole, what was it called? What season was it? Where J.R. Smith was the reward?
Glitch reality.
Glitched reality. Yes, that's
with the glitch market.
Yeah, like if they did something like that, similar to like in the token market, you get guaranteed players. And
do you know how big that was last year? Like the only player I literally got to the end of the game. I was like, the only player I wanted that I couldn't afford was Kareem.
Mm-hmm.
And then like as soon as those packs dropped, I went into the market, and you remember Rashard Lewis was one of the cards.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh, so the lock-ins for Go Kareem. Yeah.
So he was also one of the cards in the token market. So I dropped 1,000 tokens on a pack. Rashard Lewis popped out, and I would have locked in for Kareem.
And that's the only player you needed, right? Yes, that is a W. I think
it was huge. Like that. It was huge.
You know what I think they're gonna do? Token market. They're gonna have Invincible cards in there. The Invincible. That would be so dope.
Yeah, all the crap ones.
No. The crowd. I mean, I don't. Which ones is bad? Which ones?
Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson. That's probably the only bad Invincible card, I think. The other ones
bad. I mean, like I said, Steph. I mean, it's just not massively usable.
Steph.
It's probably a few more. Dirk was crap as well. I'm just going to put it out there. Like I really like the Galaxy Opal Dirk, and I picked up the Invincible one, and he's just terrible.
Because I was questioning, I'm like, why are you running Dirk? And you saying you liked him, and it's like,
yeah, I said like I like the Opal, right? But then I tried him for a few days. I was like, man, the guy's got like a slingshot release. It's like he's winding up forever.
There was a card I was using that had that release recently. Who was it? And I could not green with them to save my life. Oh my God, it's gonna come back to me. I forgot. I remember you told me that. Oh yeah, that's Dirk's release.
Yeah, there was a card recently that I can't remember it either. Token market. It's a W. I mean, it's there if you need it. I mean, it's not an L, is it? Like, nah, it's just there if you need it. I did pick up Showtime and put it on Dino, who was my center at the start of the season. So
I used Showtime on my Anthony Davis, my pink diamond Anthony Davis, because I was like, I don't need any. Like, he was good enough, he was affordable. I was like, I don't care if I get anything back from it.
Yeah,
do it on him. Use it.
I remember, the pink diamond.
He's doing the job for me.
Fair. Okay, what did you give it? It's W. Both W's. W. All right, Splash Zone, Invincible Bowl.
Bobo is a W. I used him recently. I always did say I didn't like the Bobo, like his release. It's always been like a struggle for me to green, but I actually enjoy that. And one of my favorite cards from that set is actually Michael Porter Jr., which a lot of people, I don't know how they feel about that card, but I was big on his amethyst. So the fact that he has the dark matter, I really like that card. So that overall set, Invincible Bobo, anything related to Splash Zone, W.
Okay. I'm giving it an L. I really don't like the fact that Bol has an Invincible card. It really bothers me in this game. Like, I would have given the Spotlights an L because Tacko has one, if it wasn't for the fact that the Spotlights themselves were really, really good. Like, I think that was a good thing.
Right.
But why does Bol have an Invincible card? Someone else.
I could ask why Giannis has an Invincible card, you know.
Well, he's MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. Why does Bol have an Invincible card?
No rings. He has no champion. Like, he's still in the league. He's still got to prove himself. Still, he's in the chip right now. Don't get me wrong.
The thing is, like,
some players still got early Invincible cards.
Like, GOAT cards were that, right? That argument makes sense for GOAT cards because like GOATs are the greatest of all time. But Invincible is just like the best players, right? And Giannis right now is one of the best players. So him, Kawhi, all of these guys, I wouldn't be surprised if they had an Invincible card because they're top 10 players in the league right now. Why does Bol have an Invincible card?
I mean, it's a game. You know, I get that.
Yeah, that's the answer.
And I didn't actually I made a post of it. I said, why did Paul George get an Invincible card before Kawhi? Yeah. Like, why did he get what is Paul George after his name? What the hell does he? No rings, no final MVPs. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know how 2K does it and decides it, but I understand, like, Bobo getting an Invincible card is a little ridiculous. Not a little. It is ridiculous to me. I bet not see no damn GOAT Bobo card, but yeah, it is ridiculous.
That's the thing. You couldn't make a GOAT Bobo card, but you could make a GOAT Giannis card or a Kawhi. You could. There's people out there that genuinely believe that they're the best player they've ever seen, right? Those people do exist. Yeah. No one figured out about Bobo.
Because like when I started watching basketball, I was like, probably 12, 13. There's probably 12 or 13-year-olds right now watching Giannis in his prime. Same way I watch LeBron in his prime. It's like, yo, LeBron, it's just gonna keep being, it's like Giannis. First of all, huge shout out to Giannis. He's doing his thing in the finals. 40 point games back to back. Listen, that man is hungry for a chip, and I would love to see him win one, but I also want to see CP win one. So it's a really W.
Hey Josh, last time we did this video, which was the start of the season, do you remember what I said?
We said
everyone's sleeping on the Bucks. That was before the playoffs started.
You definitely did, and I gave credit to Drew Holiday. People did. And when he went to that team, a lot of people was like, oh, I don't know if that's going to make a difference. I'm like, y'all must not know who Drew is. Y'all must not know who Mr. Drew Holiday is, because
I think everyone just forgot the expectations of the Bucks last year. It's like basketball, isn't it? Like they lose one series and then for the next 3 years, no one has any expectations.
No, not once. It's because the Bucks had the tendency, like Giannis had the tendency of performing in the regular season, get to the playoffs, nowhere to be found. Everybody said he needed help. He got that extra help. And he's showing what he could do. So I definitely.
But just having a bad year or two doesn't mean you're going to have a bad third year, right? Like this is like, it's just the NBA narrative.
LeBron got swept in his first finals appearance. So like it happens to all the greats. He played San Antonio, and same thing. You need help. Nobody wins a ring by themselves. LeBron needed help. He was who the hell was on that 2017 team? What Elgauskas and who else? Like,
yeah.
You know
NBA fans just forget. I've never seen like a fan
dead.
base with a shorter memory span. Like, it's mad. 2 years ago, Kawhi was the best player. Then LeBron's the best player. Then AD is the best player. Then AD has a bad game. No, he's not the best player anymore.
They're always changing it. Like,
Giannis wins MVP. He's going to be the best player in the playoffs. And then he wasn't. So now he's absolutely useless. Apparently.
My thing is like the best player never changes to me. Like the best player, it never changes. Maybe like you're playing the best this season, but like I feel like every decade there's always that dominant player. I think the 2000s was Kobe, 2010s era LeBron, and now we're in the 20s. 2020s it's in between like who's gonna be Luka, it could be Giannis, or like, you know what I'm saying. So it's gonna keep changing every decade. So
do you know who's not in that conversation?
Who?
Bol.
No, he's not at all. Not even close.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that the best player in the game for a period of time was Bol. I just don't like it.
Yeah,
it's fine if you be as unrealistic as you want, but the best player in the game should be at least someone we know and you know, have some level of respect for real life.
Speaking on that topic, I don't like how they there's got to be something they could do to make Michael Jordan like one of the best players in the game. That's like you got to get like he's the undisputed GOAT. You got to give him some damn.
Imagine we get like a 6'11" Jordan in the Space Jam Pro, man.
But why they gotta make him 6'11" to be good? Like, Jordan is Jordan. Like, whatever the hell you do to Ben Simmons animations, give Michael Jordan them animations, because for some reason Ben could throw it on anybody, and I won't even be mad.
Yeah, this isn't 2K's fault though. This is our fault. We made height the better.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
That's what we did. Yeah, speed burst and all this stuff. It's just all on us.
Now the competitive people made it the meta. The competitive people, because a lot of these dudes, they'll listen to be like, oh well, you know,
that's fair.
Ty said this is the, you know what I'm saying, but you're not Ty Debo. You're not Ty.
Bro, I watched Ty's offensive video. I picked up Andrei Kirilenko, and my unlimited percentage went up by 30%.
Ty, he's missed 250.
That's all facts.
Don't mean you can play like him. That's you know, everybody seems to forget that. I'm like, yo, I have this team. Like, what should I do? Man, you know how you play. You know what you like to do. Play your game.
Mate, there is nothing that makes me happier in an unlimited game than someone coming out like straight away, either trying to be Splash or Ty, and they have no idea what they're doing. I love it. How many times have I played someone who's come out, tried to peak like 5 threes in a row, bricked all of them, and they just carry on doing it? I'm like, okay, cool.
Thanks for the win, man. Appreciate
you. Yeah, why are you playing like this? It doesn't work.
Appreciate you, man.
Anyway, Bol is an L. I don't like the price he is. I don't like the gatekeeper stuff. It's always bothered me as well. I just don't like it. I think it's there's nothing positive about it. I don't have the card. I've got no desire to get it. Is what it is. I think for comp players, he's a must-have, which I think is also a problem. I don't like when comp teams just become the same. You know when you get to that point, Tacko, Bol, like you have to have these players or you can't compete. It just takes all the fun out of it.
I gotta compete with a freaking front court of Yao Ming and Tacko. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't want to go get Tacko, but if I want to compete, now I gotta go sweat, go get Tacko, buy Yao.
Yeah,
it's annoying.
It's not a good time in the game for me. That right? Pantheon USA packs.
W. All them Invincible KD got another card release. Invincible LeBron got another card release. My guy Darren Williams is out there. You already know how I feel about Darren Williams. Yeah, so you know that set was just a W. It was such a W, and I like how they gave us the jerseys. W.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've got like Invincible D-Rob, who's the Team USA Invincible, and I've got LeBron in my team. But I would happily pick up like KD. There's loads of cards in there that are just equal to Invincible cards, and they're a fraction of the price. Brilliant.
Yeah. W. Great.
The best set they've released this year.
Yeah, definitely.
LeBron might be my favorite card in the game as well now.
I might go get him. How much is he going for? It's like 300K.
200. The Invincible's like 300 now, because everyone's clocked on that the USA one is the same.
Cha-ching. Somebody selling coins is making some money today. Cha-ching.
Bro, like, go get LeBron. Just go get him. Go get the USA one so you can run him at the 2. Go get him. It's the biggest no-brainer in the game right now.
I love that card. You know, I love LeBron James. So like having that card in the fact that they change his base, that man is so chicken. And
like I said, his jumper feels better than Luka's.
Definitely. Yeah, I love that card. And his defensively, that
player build, it's crazy. Perfect. He dunks on everything. He's close to a perfect card. He's close to a perfect card.
Damn near perfect. Like if he was, the only way he'd have been perfect is if he was a point guard. If he was point guard eligible, he'd have been like the best point guard in the game. My opinion. I don't know if anybody else, I think he's the best point guard in the game.
Yeah,
I think so.
I mean, well, we're gonna get one in a couple of days. I'm assuming it's
point guard, small forward. But Space Jam set come. Yeah, we're getting a point guard.
It will be.
We're getting a point guard, small forward, LeBron. Yeah,
let me go rack
up. Yeah, let me go rack up some MT, man. Let me go rack up some MT, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be scary. All right, Idol's looking for Jokic.
I didn't use the card. I believe they changed his base. They gave him a
Did they change his base?
Yeah, they changed his base to something that's usable. I'm not too sure at the top of my head, but point guard center. I don't know anything about this card. I'm not gonna lie. I just know he's a dark matter point guard eligible, 7-foot point guard. But I say it's a W because Jokic, he won MVP this year. The fact they made him a lock-in, it's a little. I think they should have just did the same thing they did with like the whole award winners, like how Randall got a dark matter and he was on the board, and Jordan Clarkson. But 2K likes to make their money. But I think it's a W concept. I feel like he's well deserved of a dark matter, especially with the season he had. So I definitely think it's a W card.
I agree with all of that apart from the W. But yeah, you're right. It's about time he got a solid card. Bro, if you locked in for that card, 1.52 million MT, and then Yao Ming dropped 5 minutes later. No one's using him at point guard. No one's using him at point guard because you want a point guard with a jumper. Bro, you remember last year there was some like really bad lock-ins? You remember like the Thon Maker? There was a few that were just
whoa. Hey, don't say nothing about Thon. I locked in for Thon and Jonathan Isaac.
I locked in for Thon. It was the biggest mistake I've ever made in this game. It was the last card I locked in for as well. Huh?
I didn't lock in because I wanted. I locked in because like I spent all day in packs trying to get LeBron. I ended up buying LeBron. I'm like, I got all these players. I said this had a point in the year. It's like, why not have a 7-foot small forward on my team?
Bro, you locked in 2 million MT. That LeBron was going for like 1.2 million at the time.
I spent that 1.1 million. I think I have a video of it on my phone, like of me, like he's finally home. I got a snap of it. Like,
how long did you use that Thon for?
How long? I used him the whole year, the rest of the year.
You did?
Yeah, the rest of the year. He played on my team the rest of the year. Yeah.
Small forward or point guard?
He was on the bench. He was like in between bench and small. He stayed on my team the rest of the year, for sure. I had that. I never got any gold. Only gold card I did get was Yao. I had gold Yao last year.
I mean, I looked in for Kareem at the end of the year, but that was like literally the end of the year. But they're the only two cards I've ever looked at. This has got to be like the fact that 2K released Yao straight away, like half the MT to get Yao instead of locking in for Jokic, and you can get that MT back. That's got to be a kick in the teeth if you locked in for Jokic, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people who just lock in because they don't really care about the MT. They'll keep spending the money, and that's where 2K is getting there. They like people like that. So they're like, yeah, we're gonna drop this lock in, and then we're gonna drop. Yeah, we don't care. They're gonna lock in anyways. They don't give a damn.
Yeah, I mean, there's collectors out there. You're right. Like there's someone like JD will lock in for Jokic, but he's also sitting there with 4 million MT to pick up whoever he wants for the rest of the year. But if you pinned your kind of hopes on Jokic being your main card, use all your MT to get him. There isn't a worse decision.
You better make sure he start. You better make sure he start the rest of the damn year. You better make sure he starts
3 weeks.
Hell yeah, you better make sure he's starting. Yeah, man.
It's an L. It's a big L. It's a big L. It's bad. It's bad. The feeling you must have, and this is the thing, it's new players that get burnt by this stuff. It's not people like me and you who are experienced. It's those guys Jokic is going to be the best guard. And they just, bad. All right, last one. Out of position 4. Invincible Yao. Yeah. Kido, T-Mac.
I did gameplay on Poku. I did. Yeah. Oh, we got Invincible Wilt that day too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that set. Yeah, I like Wilt. For Wilt. Top 3 center in the game. I personally have him at number 2, maybe 3. I love that card. I know his jump shot isn't the best, but they finally gave him his wider player frame, which is everybody kept saying when Wilt gets that bigger player build, he's gonna be good. Yeah, and they were not lying. That man moves bodies like he's solid center.
I haven't tried him yet. I was thinking. I've got the MT for him. I was thinking about picking him up. I'm just waiting until the first day of next season to see what drops. But
that jump shot is a problem. A jump shot is a little bit of a problem, but like it's like he's so dominant. If somebody tries to stop you out, keep you out the paint, they can't.
Yeah. They can't. If he's like that GOAT Wilt from last year, because I ran the GOAT Wilt. I literally had every card that I wanted. and Wilt was still my backup 5, just because defensively he was just on a different planet.
Crazy, man. And that 8-foot wingspan, like
it was insane.
The ground he covers, just jumping in and out of lanes, it's ridiculous, man. He gets steals with his back sometimes, maybe even his elbows, his knees. You know what I'm saying? He's everywhere.
I voted him. I did like awards at the end of the year. That was literally the best defensive card of the year. It was crazy. It's a W for me. It's a W for me. I don't really care about Invincible Yao. It is what it is. I'll take it or leave it. Like I said, these cards, like, it's overhyped.
I might have to get him for the culture.
I have to
get him for the culture.
He'll be 200,000 MT in 3 weeks.
I might get him for the culture, man. Do
you remember last year that he was like around this time? He was about 1.5 million.
I don't know. I pulled him from super packs. I didn't bother to look at, like, I pulled super packs. I was like, I got go Yao. I said, oh, I got go Hakeem that day. I can
imagine you as well.
Stockton. I said, wait, Rockets. I was like, I thought he's gonna be like super expensive, but he's like 200K. I was like, I'll just keep him. I was like, I don't care. I don't need the MT that much. I'll just keep him.
Yeah. Well, he went from 1.5 million down to about 300K in the space of like 3 weeks. Yeah. Because we're going to get to that point soon. People are going to start selling off their teams. They're going to be selling their MT. They're going to be doing all that stuff. So yeah, he'll be available. The reason I like that set is, like I said, I like, OP affordable cards. Hino to me is a top 2 point guard in the game, and he's under 100K. He's in that set. Brilliant. He's really good. Yeah. And T-Mac. Oh, finally we got a current gen T-Mac that I'm getting on with. Bro, I love this out of position T-Mac. I'm playing him as shooting guard, ironically, but
I said that. I was like, people are gonna give a point guard eligible T-Mac, but I could never run him at the one. It's not like he can't play the one. It's just like you don't really care to get assists and stuff with T-Mac. You want to get buckets with him. You know what I'm saying? You want to come off screens. It's like,
but he greens from everywhere.
Chicken man.
Turkey
man, as you would say. Turkey man, as you would say.
He's a bit better than chicken. Yeah, he's he's just finally the current gen T-Mac I've been waiting for, because I had the Invincible one, but the Invincible one's got steady. I had the radioactive one, which Damar was a better version of. Finally, we got a T-Mac that is really a current gen beast, and man, he is cracked. Scary.
How much you think out of position T-Mac would go for with steady shooter on him?
That with blinders.
Blinders, yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm so out of touch with next gen. I just don't know. Wow. I saw some going for like 350, so I'm assuming those are the ones that had blinders.
Because I have half blinders, and I'm trying to decide. Like, I know there's like some cards I probably should go and get. I think I'm not gonna say that right now in the video. I'm gonna get banned. But there's some cards I want to get. Cause like, who do you think would be the best card to throw steady on at this point?
LeBron or T-Mac?
USA LeBron or Invincible LeBron?
Same card. The same card.
But I know, but the Invincible is a little bit more, right? I think I'll get more back. I think.
Oh, you're trying to sell it You're trying to sell it.
Yeah, just say it, sell it.
Trying to flip it.
Yeah, flip it. Yeah. Couldn't have a diamond contract left, so I know I could just hold on to that contract, throw on a steady or something.
Has Yao got blinders?
Oh, you are hell. You are hell.
I mean, that's the move.
I just might have to go.
That's the move.
I just might
if you're having a chat with Mike Tyson, you might as well go all in.
Oh yeah, me and Tyson are gonna have a very long conversation today. Very.
Awesome. All right, we're done. Thanks, Josh. As I said, guys, please check out Josh's channel. It's in the description. I know you guys want the podcast back, so do we. I reckon we do a podcast before the end of the year. What do you say, Josh?
Hell yeah. Season finale.
Let's do it.
Season finale. We got
4 months after the last episode.
we got to get Notorious God on. We must.
Yeah. We'll put him out of retirement. Even streaming and stuff now. Look at him coming out.
Yeah, I'm so happy. Like, you know what is crazy? Remember that clip I posted of when Zach LaVine did that play? He said that made him want to play the game again. I thought he was joking, and he literally is like, I was like, welcome back, man.
I thought I got hacked. I literally he always tells me that whenever he's using my account, he's always like, yeah, I'm going to jump on. Are you cool? Oh, Chris Middleton's my shooting guard and my main squad. I'm like, no. And I'm like, VC's gone. I'm like, what happened? I should have figured it out as soon as I saw Middleton in over T-Mac, by the way.
Yeah, I gotta catch that one. I gotta catch one of his streams, but it's like 4 a.m. when he streams. But I'll
watch his last stream back.
I'm gonna watch it back. Definitely.
Cool. All right, thanks, Josh, man. It's been awesome as always. Let's try and do this more often. This is always a lot of fun.
Yes,
yeah. Until next time. Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace.